Hey there, horror fans. Are you ready to hear something that might just keep you up at night? So let me tell you about the time I lived in this old music dorm. This place had a dark history. About 5 years ago, a pianist hanged herself in her room. Ever since then, the room's been locked up tight. There are stories about strange things happening in there, and they even brought in a priest to bless the place. In my first year, the curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to test the legend. I roped in a couple of my friends. They were curious too. We went up to the room where the pianist supposedly lived. At first, I tried to pick the lock. I've lost my keys a few times, so I've gotten pretty good at it. But this one? It wouldn't budge. It felt like something or someone was holding it from the inside. Disappointed, I decided to make a joke. I knocked on the door and said, "Ma'am, would you open up?" At that moment, my friends exchanged nervous glances, their faces pale. One of them pointed at the door, unable to say a word, his eyes wide with fear. I turned and noticed a faint light coming through the cracks of the door, but there was no electricity and no one should have been inside. The guys couldn't take it and bolted. I didn't get what was wrong and, laughing, followed them. Back in my room, I quickly forgot about what had happened. But when I went to sleep, something strange started. I was almost asleep when I heard the soft but distinct sound of a piano playing. I opened my eyes. My room was dark, the piano's lid was shut, and besides, I was alone. The sound came again, the melody growing, taking on an eerie, haunting tone. I sat up in bed listening. The furniture was all in place, but I could feel someone or something was there. Anxiety crept in, and I finally decided to leave the room, get into the hallway where the lights were on. But every time I closed my eyes, the music started again, louder and more persistent with each passing minute. In the morning, I found out I wasn't the only one who heard the sound. Those two guys who were with me at the pianist's room heard it all night too, but strangely enough, no one else in the dorm heard anything. Since then, I don't joke around with those who've long been gone. Thanks for listening, and remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't explain. Sleep tight, if you can.